Germany is a beautiful, unique country with an appealing culture and endless travel opportunities. But unfortunately, you can rarely see it on top of travelers' list. Romantic riverfront cities and half-timbered towns are teeming with charm. Grand hilltop palaces, poignant historical sites, beautiful river valley whose hillside vineyards yield some of Europe's finest wines. You find it all in Germany. The toughest things about traveling to Germany? Deciding where to start. And so in today's video, we will look at the most incredible places to visit in Germany. Dresden-Frauenkirche. The city of Dresden is home to the remarkable story of reconstruction after the destruction of World War II. In the old city center, you will find the elegant Frauenkirche, a magnificent church which was built in the year 1743, and it is considered one of the best examples of Baroque architecture in all of Europe. Looking at it today, it's quite hard to believe that the church was completely destroyed during the World War. But thanks to local city folks' hard work and diligence, what remained was carefully catalogued and stored until reconstruction began after German reunification. The fully restored interior is equally amazing, with a particular highlight being the rebuilt high altar, which today looks exactly as it did when the church was built originally. Frankfurt's main tower. While Germany is mainly well known for its many magnificent historic structures, it is even making a name for itself in today's world of modern-day architecture. Now notoriously known as Manhattan, a nod to both its river setting and the many skyscrapers that now grace its skyline. Frankfurt's business district feels distinctly North American. By far the main tower is the most impressive structure. It stands at 240 meters tall, and with no less than 56 stories, the tower's observation platforms offer unparalleled views of the city and the main river. The Old Town, Nuremberg. The historic city of Nuremberg has been long one of Germany's most important and oldest cultural, spiritual, as well as commercial centers. If you visit Nuremberg, then you will want to spend the bulk of your time exploring the city's Altstadt or the Old Town area. Even though largely destroyed during World War II, the medieval structures were painstakingly rebuilt and look today much as they would when constructed initially. Ringed by 5 kilometers of the city walls, the Altstadt is wonderful to explore on foot, especially if you are able to take the time and let your curiosity lead you. The Berlin Wall. While not the most picturesque of places, what's now left of the Berlin Wall is one of those attractions any visitor to Berlin simply must see. Built in 1961, the wall was the most visible manifestation of the Cold War mentality which existed after World War II. And by the time it was torn down in the year 1990, it extended some 155 kilometers. But thankfully, all that remains of the wall today are small graffiti-covered sections, a reminder of the people who died trying to escape. Some sections of the preserved wall include a short stretch at the infamous Checkpoint Charlie and an area at Humboldt-Hafen opposite the Reichstag building on which the victims of the wall are listed. The Flower Island of Lake Constance. In Salmino, the incredible flower island of beautiful Lake Constance covers an area of 110 acres and it attracts many visitors to its beautiful parks and gardens, luxuriant with semi-tropical and tropical vegetation. You can access the island by boat or by a pedestrian bridge connecting it to the mainland, so be sure to keep a little extra travel time in addition to the 2 or more hours needed to explore the stunning property properly. Rothenburg ob der Tauber, Bavaria. The old Franconian city of Rothenburg is one of the most incredible places to visit on Germany's famous romantic world tourist route. It is located on the steep banks of the picturesque river Tauber and is popular for its walls and towers. There are no end of opportunities to explore here, with buildings including the 13th century town hall known as the Rathaus and the wonderful Rijksstube, or council tavern built in 1466 with its interesting clock. Also worth seeing is the St. George's Brunnen Fountain, built in 1608, near the end of Herrengasse. The St. James Church, with its fine high altar dating from 1466, and the Imperial City Museum. Walking down the old streets past these beautiful buildings is a timeless experience, especially if it involves the Blue Line, which is one of the town's most picturesque spots. You can then end your visit at one of the many fine restaurants dotted around the town. Berlin's Museum Island. Berlin's famous Museumsinsel lies between the River Spree and the Kupfergraben Lake, which is a 400-meter-long canal off the river. This amazing attractions includes many of the city's oldest and also the most important museums. It was constructed in 1830 and was explicitly designed to exhibit royal treasures. And soon after, the land behind the museum was set aside for art and the knowledge of antiquity. Between 1843 to 55, the museum took shape and the National Gallery was added in 1876, along with the Boating Museum. It was built in 1904 and is home to collections of antiquities. Another notable activity is that you can take a tour of the stunning views of the historical buildings from the Middle East. The fairy tale castle, Schloss Neuschwanstein, Bavaria. The quaint old town of Füssen is situated between the Ammergäu and Allgäu Alps, where you can spot the Neuschwanstein Castle. This spectacular old fortress is famously recognized as one of Europe's most famous and picturesque royal castles. King Ludwig II of Bavaria made this many-towered and the battlement-covered fantasy fortress, and it is famous as the inspiration for Walt Disney theme park castles. There are a variety of tour options offered, including guided tours of the sumptuous interior, the Singers' Hall, and some of the country's most spectacular views. Cologne Cathedral. The towering Cologne Cathedral is located on the banks of Rhine and is no doubt Cologne's most impressive landmark. This amazing landmark of high Gothic cathedral is one of the largest cathedrals in Europe. The construction of this most ambitious building project of the Middle Ages started in 1248 and took more than 600 years to complete. As imposing of its facade, the cathedral's breathtaking interior covers an area of 6,166 square meters, and it has 56 massive pillars. Moreover, above the high altar is a reliquary of the Three Kings, a 12th century work of art in gold which was designed by Nicholas of Verdun to house the relics of the Three Kings brought here from Milan. Some highlights include the panoramic views from the South Towers, the 12th and the 13th century stained glass in the Three Kings Chapel, as well as the treasury with its many intricate objects, all of which survived largely intact after World War II. And for some of the best vistas over the city and the river, you can climb the 533 steps of the viewing platform in the South Tower. The Black Forest. The incredible Black Forest with its dark, densely wooded hills is perhaps one of the most visited upland regions in all of Europe. The Black Forest is located in the southwestern corner of Germany and is about 160 kilometers from Pforzheim in the north of Waldstadt on the High Rhine in the south, and to describe it, you can say it's any hiker's heaven. On the west side, the Black Forest descends steeply to the Rhine and is crossed by lush valleys, while on the east, it slopes down to the upper Neckar and also the Danube valleys. Popular spots include Germany's oldest ski area at Tütnau, the amazing spa facilities of Baden-Baden, and also the attractive resort of Bad Liebenzell. Well guys, that's all we have for you today. Which location from Germany was your favorite from today's video? Let us know in the comments below. If you have enjoyed today's episode, then make sure to leave us a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click on the bell icon to be up to date with the most exciting content as soon as it's uploaded. Thanks for watching! See you again soon in another video.